back to the Midnight Who Show. Today we're going to be reviewing Injustice, another DC animated movie. And here is a look at the back of the Blu-ray case. Slipcover. I'm shocked how much of a disappointment this movie is. Seriously, with the rich stories that the video game has and the comic book series that this is based on, you would think this would be a really amazing movie. But in the end, it's really not. I don't think this is the worst movie from DC Animated I ever watched. I think it's very average. And I think the problem with it, and I've seen it from another couple reviewers, is this is just too short. It's only 76 minutes, pretty much. And that's just not enough time. Now, this movie does follow the basic plot of Injustice. You know, the Joker tricks Superman into killing Lois Lane because he's thinking it's Doomsday. And that results in the complete destruction of Metropolis, which leads Superman on a completely different path. One that divides the Justice League and changes this whole world forever. I do really like this Elseworld story. I think it's, based on the comic and, video game, it's a pretty interesting one. So while I can say this movie is average, I will say there's a few things in this that I did really enjoy. I will say the animation is what you would expect from DC animated movies. It's pretty good. I will say the voice acting was pretty decent. I thought they all portrayed the characters really well. The movie had some really good fight scenes in it. I also really liked the scenes with Harley Quinn and the Green Arrow. Those were amazing. A surprising feature in this movie that I really liked. I really liked all this inclusion of all the Justice League characters. I think that adds a lot to this movie, and we get to see some really cool villains. And I like the use of Plastic Man, because you don't see him too much. Great addition in this movie. But yeah, so this movie does have some really amazing moments. But it does have some moments that just make me wonder, really? Not sure what to think about them. Like the scene with Batman and what happens to him in this film at a certain point was great. Very handled very well. But I also don't think they really adapted and did the Injustice storyline kind of justice in this movie. It's a weird DC animated movie where it's just felt way too short to do anything of basically substance for the storyline. But if you are probably not a huge fan of Injustice, I think you'll get some enjoyment out of this. Like, I thought it was okay. But I think if you're a huge fan of the Injustice video games and comics, you're definitely not going to enjoy this. Because, it has to get from the beginning where Superman goes down this path and they have to stop him by the end of this movie in 76 minutes. And they don't have enough time. We do get to see a lot of this Superman doing things that kind of divide the Justice League and why it leads them into this different path, but it just doesn't allow for much besides that. And I will say the final scene was pretty interesting, Superman versus Superman. That was kind of cool. I don't know what, this movie was weird. It's like, I have seen so many worse DC anime movies sometimes, and sometimes I've seen better ones, and sometimes they just don't do adaptations really well. It's really, really weird on it. But yeah, this one is just kind of right in the middle. I don't think I'll watch it again for a little bit, but I still had some great moments in it. So there's that at least to say, and they at least tried, at least some effort. So if you've seen the Injustice animated movie from Warner Brothers, let me know your thoughts on it in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone.